Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Around the world in 18 days.
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 30 minutes of reading equals 5 miles travel.
30 minutes of reading equals 5 miles travel.
How did we do?
How did we do?
How did we do?
How did we do?
For this year's Winter Reading Challenge, our goal was to travel 24,901 miles all the way around the world, starting in Marion. Students and teachers in kindergarten through 6th grade worked together to see if we could meet our goal. For every 30 minutes that we read, we traveled 5 miles.
After the first day, we had traveled 844 miles. We passed Bermuda and the place where the wreck of the Mary Celeste was. The Mary Celeste was a steam paddle ship that carried supplies for the Confederates during the Civil War. She sank in 1864 after hitting a reef off the coast of Bermuda.
On day 3, we traveled 1,914 miles from Marion. This put us just over 1,000 miles from Cape Verde Islands. At this place in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, we learned that there are many U-boats, submarines from World War II, lying on the ocean floor. Grade 5 took the lead today for traveling the most miles.
On day 5, we landed in Senegal. Senegal is a country in Western Africa. People in Senegal mainly speak French and are part of the Muslim religion. Senegal has been repairing and making roadways so people will be able to travel to school, hospitals, and work. Did you know that many children in Senegal only go to school for 6 years?
We traveled 6,142 miles and reached Chad in Central Africa. Most people in Chad are farmers. Very few can read or write, and most areas need clean drinking water. Families live on $1,600 a year. At this point in our challenge, kindergarten has traveled the most miles.
We visited Mali. Mali is twice the size of Texas, and it is mostly desert. Mali makes most of its money from selling cotton, gold, and livestock, but it is one of the poorest countries in the world. Most families have 7 children.
During week 3, we visited Nepal. Nepal is about 10,497 miles from Marion. Nepal is a beautiful country. It has many tall mountains, including Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world. While we were here, the 4th grade was collecting fleece clothing and school supplies to send to Nepal. It was fun to visit the country we were helping.
We made it to Burma. Burma is in Southeast Asia. It is nicknamed the Golden Land. It is called the Golden Land because the rice they grow looks just like gold before it is harvested. You might see cars on the road in cities, but most people walk or travel by ox cart. Families in Burma eat at low tables and they only use spoons.
On day 17, we arrived in Beijing, the capital of China. China is only a little smaller than the United States. Even though it is smaller, China has over 1.3 billion people. This is the most of any country in the world.
On day 18, our journey ended in Russia. Russia is the largest country in the world. It is so large that it has 11 different time zones. Most grandparents live with their families. Children in Russia can go to school for free from 1st grade through college. We learned that much of Russia is tundra, and it is covered in permafrost. Permafrost is land that is permanently frozen.
By the end of the Winter Reading Challenge, we had traveled 15,608 miles. We were only 900 miles away from reaching Alaska. We kept track of our progress on a giant map in the library. It was fun to guess where we would land next. While we didn't make it back to Marion, we learned a lot about the countries we visited. As a school, we read for over 468,000 minutes.